ducking no shots, got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Usual Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't Kevin, I'm soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winner, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
It's week 2 of the 2027 season, and we'll get to see the Eagles' superstar running back. He had a memorable performance last time out, a 5-touchdown game. It's the Eagles and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back to Mixon on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Well, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On first down, Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Cunningham. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take it.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game. 23 yards on the play. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw on target to Godwin here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think when they look at the themselves weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he sacked for a loss of 12. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, as the quarterback and the play caller.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cunningham. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hurts throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, Edwards. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Edwards. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Sly able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So we've come to halftime here. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. A beautiful fake. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Cunningham. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Hurts sets up to throw it. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Lawrence. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down. Lawrence will throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Lawrence. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Lawrence. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got first.
Going to cost an interception late. Good job by him to keep it himself that time. Just tuck it, run it, and scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another chance at taking it away from you.
That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Hurts over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Throwing is Hurts. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A little juke. And some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Lawrence on third and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off the pass.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests.